Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages. I'm back here with Maverick. We spent a lot of time with his brother Data. So you may have forgotten what we were doing. Basically we went to Symmetry City, and the city was in disarray because their symbol of the city, the tuni nut, was broken. And we had to climb this restoration wall to see Patch, who was going to fix our tuni nut here. But in order to fix it, he has to do this ceremony. It's like a little mini game. See that cart there? It's gonna go around the track, and if you step on that button, you'll notice that the track shifts and allows the cart to keep going around the track. If you don't stand on that button, the cart is going to go and hit the tuni nut, and you'll just have to restart the thing again. The point is, we have to knock all these monsters into a pit. So I try to group them all up. You want to try to group them up because it takes a little while, but if you knock, like, say 1 or 2 in, they will respawn, more will drop down. So you want to try to get them all in pretty much at the same time, within a few seconds of each other. So that's why if we group them up together, you set it up and there we go. Not my best time, but yeah, hey, my ceremony succeeded. You are talented. You got through this trap or ceremony. Here's your tuni nut, as good as new. As usual, I am perfect. Here you go, and we got the tuni nut. Bring me anything else that needs fixing, and I'll prepare my trap or ceremony. And that's a little clue. Eventually we're gonna get a broken sword. We're gonna bring it back to Patch there. He'll repair it, and that'll be our level 2, the noble sword. Here we go. Had a little computer trouble, so I wasn't able to record these new videos with Data. I mean with Maverick, but I had a bunch of old videos with Data in them, so I was able to, keep showing Data's adventure back in Holodrome. Yeah, I wanted to do it like, switch them off, one-on-one, but so we'll get a little bit of time here to spend with Maverick. And there goes Maple stealing our stuff. Alright, let's go return the tuni nut, and then people will say something different. Most will. The tuni nut is fixed. Can you place it on that pedestal? And like Twin says the same thing. Place the tuni nut on the pedestal, and that will calm down the volcano. The guy downstairs, he's still talking about picking up goals. So yeah, we've basically like saved the wall, or at least his part of the wall, his city, and he doesn't care at all. He's just obsessed about getting goals. I mean, getting goals is good, but sometimes there's more to life. In the words of Stacey Rocio, I probably pronounced that really bad. There's got to be more than life. It's a good song. She was a Christian artist. Gotta be more to life. Check it out. It's a nice song. It's an older song, early 2000s. Balance has returned to the city. Thank you. I have it on my running list. So I'm gonna, speaking of things on list, one of the things I have on my list, at least in this game, is I need to get a whole bunch of rubies. It's all kind of a secret cabinet, but that's a secret. Well, it's not a secret anymore. So I'm gonna take my time just to dig up dirt while I'm walking around. I'll do most of my rupee farming off screen. Now there's a few more things. Balance has returned to the city, thank you. There's a few more things you can do right now, but since I'm in the area, I'm gonna warp back to the present and start the next dungeon. And then depending on how much time I have left, because I won't be able to do the dungeon in one episode here, depending on how much time I have left, once I reach the midpoint of the dungeon, I'll do some like extra stuff here on the overworld. So I don't want to get too bogged down in overworld stuff and then have the video go too long. So I'm going to jump, like I said, into the next dungeon. Welcome to Symmetry City. Perfect balance is the law of the land. This is we're totally destroying the balance by cutting down bushes, potentially digging holes. What a mess. Do I have to be bigger? You'll notice this guy, he's tiny, and Symmetry City. obviously as the volcano stops, so there's a secret cave. That's the level 4 dungeon. But I guess they're not in perfect symmetry here because that guy's small and this guy's big. Would a master have to be smaller, so you have to kind of both want to switch, I guess. The big guy wants to get smaller, the small guy wants to get bigger. Welcome to Symmetry City. Perfect balance is the law of the land. That must be a terrible place to live. So, but luckily it's only a fantasy world here, so you don't have to worry about it. What you don't have to worry about is this dungeon, which is really annoying because there's a lot of lava. Even though we stopped the volcano, the inside here is full of lava. And jumping, there's a lot of platforming, jumping and stuff. And not necessarily really good at it, so land in the lava, you lose some health. And there's quite a few locations where we'll be jumping over lava. Yeah, if you get pushed into the lava, you restart in the entrance to the room. That's not so bad here, but later on there's in like the hero's cave, when you do a linked game, there's some really tough puzzles that if you mess up in the middle and get knocked in lava, you gotta restart all over again. That's when it's really a pain. So what could be a pain is those bats. The problem with those bats is they fly higher than you can actually hit them. So when they're flying around, it looks like you can hit them, but you really can't. Eventually then they swoop down, and then you can hit them. If they hit you though, they will leave behind that little piece of fire that's like putting them on fire, and they will, wrong way. That's okay, we'll just push this block around. That fire will linger a little bit and continue to hurt you, kind of block off your path. So they can be somewhat of an annoying enemy. Luckily though, we don't have any rooms where it's required to defeat them to move on. So we're lucky there. Alright, we got a key. Now we can head over back to the beginning and head over to the east. And they pull kind of a little trick with the minecart. I mean, it's a simple trick, but it's not really going to cost you anything if you mess up. But, more bats. Be careful, make sure they don't knock you into the lava. This is over here. See how we hit it and you left me on that firelight, so it'll sit there for a little bit and block your path. We're coming up to the minecart room. And the way the minecart is set, it's set to take you to where you need to go. And we want to switch the track to go where we don't want to necessarily need to go. Normally the game has it set so that it forces you to kind of go the wrong way. But this way we wanted to switch the track at first so we can get the map. And the dungeon is shaped like a skull. It's 2 floors there. The jaw is one floor, the upper part of the skull is the other. Now we're going to switch our track back and head the way the game initially had the track set up. Gotta be careful, we've got to hit this switch here. That's the way we're going to advance. And here's another puzzle that pops up a few times in this dungeon. Basically, we have to use that seed shooter to ricochet seed into one of those crystals to make something appear. So I got lucky there, first time. But that switch of the track allows this cart to stop here and allows us to proceed deeper into the dungeon. And then over to the right. Watch the traps. Isn't a problem in this room. Another room there's going to be traps, tiles that break, and one of those blocks that we have to push. That's in a really annoying room. Luckily though, the block puzzle ain't hard. And this comes back from Link's Awakening, the 8th dungeon, where you had to get your power bracelet, pull on that hook, and then when you pull it all the way out, then the lava will stop, and you have a little bit of time just to get across. You don't have Pegasus seeds yet, so you can't use them to sprint across, but luckily the puzzles, you don't need them to finish. So these guys are really annoying. If you try to jump over there, they're probably going to knock you into the lava. So you just got to, use your your seed shooter, kind of bounce things off. This is why I'm not good at pool. There we go. Knocked it off. All those angles and stuff. And then we're good to go. More color rooms. We have to match the thing on the left here with what it looks like on the right. And sometimes the hit detection on these boxes are weird, but luckily you don't really get punished if you mess up. You just have to do a little more jumping. And Link is doing, or Maverick here is doing more jumping than like Mario does in his games. One more go, there we go. And the door opens up. We're gonna have to do another one of those little puzzles to get a key later. There's that one I talked about earlier. There's those floors that crack if you stay on them too long. And there's traps, and there's a block that we have to push. I need to push it down one more, but I mess up and push it. Let me see if I can't push it down now, so I gotta go back, push it back. Side. Like I said, luckily the block puzzle isn't hard. It pretty much is set up. You just straight push it and you'll be good. What's not good is I end up using my potion in here and falling in lava. Pleasant. I got hit there. But we got another one of those seed puzzles here where we have to ricochet a seed off the wall up top to hit a crystal over in the lower right corner. So let's get our seed shooter. These platforms can be a little bit tricky. I know they don't look it, but the edges are sometimes a little, the hitboxes seem to be a little different. It might look like you're jumping on it, but then if even like a little pixel of your character is off, if you even fall in the lava. You don't want to jump in that minecart yet because we have to open up with a gate over here. So I'm guessing the Zelda will blue is go. This is from what I read, this is supposed to be like a trilogy. Oracle of Secret, Oracle of Age, Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages, and then we have an Oracle of Secrets, who's basically in the Mako tree, and she transfers secrets over. Apparently, it was supposed to be like a 3-part game, and I think I've read that the other part was supposed to be about color, but then they just put a bunch of color puzzles in this game instead. I think what I read was that Jin, the dancer, was still supposed to be the dancer. Naru here, the singer, was supposed to be a painter, and she was going to be the one with the colors. And Flora, who's the Oracle of Secrets, she was going to be the singer. Too hard to develop 3 games with a password and linked game and stuff like that. They just ended up becoming a 2-parter, and then worked the secret lady in. She made her the Oracle of Secrets, the 3rd sister. Puzzle here. Let me jump, and this is where I mess up and lose my heart, lose my potion, but you can always buy more potions. Flipper, so we can always just go back to the graveyard in the present and swim over to the witch's hut. Or we can always get some from Maple. We can continue the trading sequence with Maple. We have that. Right now we have that funny mustache. We got that from the guy in Symmetry City. We trade that to someone, that comedian in the city, the present. Get a joke off of him. And then we give that joke to the depressed kid in the past. Then he gives us the book that Maple was looking for. The first time we ran into Maple, she talked about wanting to, she was looking for a book. So like how Maple and with Data in Oracle of Seasons, Maple there was looking for the Lon egg for like makeup, make makeup with. So we have to make this guy use his own indestructible sword. Well, he says it's indestructible like shield and his indestructible sword, but they're not. I guess when you have two indestructible objects, you make them hit each other and then they do destruct. So the only way to damage this guy first is we have to basically have the sword hit him 3 times. Each time it hits, you'll notice that his shield cracks a little bit. And then after 3 times, then his sword and his shield both break. And then he basically becomes like the Moblin who kidnapped Bow Wow in Link's Awakening, where he just basically charges at you. He doesn't throw spears like that Moblin does, but he does the same pattern where he charges at you when he hits the wall, and then he'll bounce off and he'll stun for a little bit, and then you can hit him, finish him off. And we got another color puzzle here coming up. The first of 2. There we go. Basically, when you step on a tile, it changes color. So we have to fill the whole room up with red. A good way to kind of go through these puzzles is you kind of try to fill out the perimeter first, and then pause and kind of look around. Yeah, try to get the perimeter first, and then work your way into the middle. This one wasn't that bad. We're gonna get another one that's a little bit harder later on in the dungeon. But we're not going to see that in this episode because, well, we still got quite a bit of the dungeon to go. Don't have enough time to finish it off. But luckily, we have the midpoint here, so we can start back here, basically. And we'll just finish off this episode by doing a few of those little mini quests that I talked about at the beginning of the episode. So we're going to warp to the city and trade that cheesy mustache to that comedian. And he will give us the joke. And we'll take that joke all the way back 400 years in the past. The way they have it set up, the guy who gives the joke here, he's in the same place as the depressed kid in the past. So let's give him the cheesy mustache. He puts it on. Okay, buddy, I'm going to teach you the funniest gag I know, okay? Here goes. You should say, I must ask your question. I like my mustache. Swell. So his sprite changed. I thought the dog's sprite changed when you gave it the mask, but I guess it doesn't. So I was like, I didn't go off and show that off. I guess there was nothing to show off. So, dope. But now we're going to get our tune of echoes, head back to the past, and give that joke, and then we'll get the book that Maple needs. Let's go back. So yeah, we have a Gosha seed in the past to harvest. We'll meet Maple in the past, get that, then she'll continue the trading secrets because the trading secrets then continues in the past. The next item we have to get, or the next thing we trade will be to Rafton, which is good because Rafton is right by the gotcha tree that we have to harvest. Who's the depressed kid? Let's tell him a funny joke. Who are you? Well, welcome to the darkness of my troubles. I'm so depressed. I want to laugh until I forget everything. then I'd be happy. Huh. Let's tell him the funny joke. Yes. I guess, Maverick here, he tells the funny joke, but I guess he does bad delivery. Because we're going to find out that the joke really doesn't work. Maverick, pantomiming things. Huh? What's that? Huh? Oh, that's so funny, I forgot to laugh. Thanks. Thanks to you, I can be as depressed as I want to be. You can take any book you want from that bookshelf. You took the touching book, because that's the one that likes it Maple wants. That's enough. Like a bird I once saw fly off somewhere. Make like a tree and leave. And I will leave here. But between episodes, I'm going to be digging, getting a whole bunch of rupees because I need them to buy something in the present. Take care, have a good one, see you then. Bye.